it's actually, it comes naturally out of the relationship, because Lenski is a very sort of bright character, and Onegin naturally is somebody who is laconic, and is perceived as dour, you know. But Lenski is the kind of opposite to that. He's somebody who's incredibly positive and has this natural energy, and is somebody who lives in the countryside and loves, in the kind of the romantic sense, you know, loves the countryside and, you know, the woods and hunting, and so he has this natural energy that he brings to everything, and a sort of naivety and an idealism which is completely the opposite to Onegin. And at first you think, well, how on earth can these two people become friends, you know, because they are so polar opposite. But in a way, that's what often happens sometimes. You know, you get two people who really aren't remotely the same, and they do sort of come together because they are so different, you know. And one is fascinated by the other, and I think Lenski is intrigued by Onegin because of his cynicism, and just loves arguing with him, because then he can spout off about how much he loves, you know, Olga, and what he thinks about this and this and this, and ideas. And I think Onegin just has great pleasure observing this creature, who probably reminds himself of perhaps a flash that he went through in adolescence or something like that, you know, and lost very, very quickly. The thing is about Lenski is he has this kind of naivete, you know. He really does believe in the ideals of love and all the kind of virtues and things like that. And Onegin knows that that's all rubbish, really, you know, or thinks it is. So you have somebody who has these ideals and thinks that basically humans are noble creatures, but they go wrong sometimes, but at heart they're pure. So he's trying to save Onegin and sort of go, you must understand about love, and you must feel love, and all this stuff. And Onegin is, at first, loves this in Lenski, but then I think out of ennui, really, you know, being in the country and out of boredom, just seeks to destroy it, which he could have done at first, you know. He could have done at any time, just puncture this guy's bubble, and that's what happens, you know. They've been great. I mean, sometimes they are kind of sister and brother, inevitably, you know, and you can also see it in their faces, sister and brother. But they are very different people, and they don't, you know, they don't sort of behave like that at all. I mean, obviously off the film set they're like that completely, but while they're on, you know, it is, you know, and Rafe, I've heard Rafe sort of on a couple of occasions actually refer to her as the director, you know. You know, where's the director or something like that, you know, rather than where's Martha or where's my sister, you know. So it's, no, that's you know, been brilliant.